All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great day. Um, I figured I'd start putting out a little bit more content. Um, those of you who like the channel and like me covering stuff, I figured I'd put out a little bit more content than just maybe just one video a day, just to give you guys something to watch. So we'll see how this goes. But for today, we'll be talking about this. Have y'all heard about that Walmart worker that got locked in that oven? And so I'm going to go over that and give you my thoughts and opinions on that. So anyway, there's a news article here. It says after a 19-year-old was found dead in a Walmart walk-in oven, police still don't know and are still investigating the circumstances. So apparently, let's see, on October 19th around 9:30 p.m. local time, Halifax Regional Police, and I was thinking Halifax, Virginia. Apparently this is in Canada. Halifax police were called to a sudden death at the store, according to a October 21st news release. 19-year-old woman employed at the store was found deceased. In a further update, Tuesday, October 22nd, police said the young woman had been located in a large walk-in oven belonging to the store's bakery department. And then it goes on to say, how she was found. It says on the night of October 19th, and I don't know how to pronounce these names, but, I'm just going to refer to them in general. The 19-year-old's mother allegedly tried to find her daughter, and after not having seen her for about an hour, she grew worried. So, she's like, can't get hold of my daughter. She still couldn't find her. Eventually, I guess her mother ended up finding her in the oven. Her mother actually found her in the oven. Can you imagine that, guys? You work at the same store with, your daughter, son, whatever, and it looks like I'm crooked here, guys. Hold on, let me fix my camera here a little bit. Can you imagine that? You're working, and I'd say this ain't the first time that, a parent has been working with their child or a child working with their parent, or just working with a relative, period, and, one of them dies. Probably happens a lot in construction, to be honest with you. But anyway, the question remains, how did she get in the oven and die? So, Halifax police haven't yet reached a point in their investigation where the cause and manner of death have been confirmed. Well, I can probably tell you, I'm just guessing here, but I can probably tell you the manner of death and cause of death probably be, I don't even know how you would bake to death, or, whatever, heat related death. They said when they found her that it was a pretty gruesome scene when the mom found her. So I don't think it's probably going to be too hard to determine. I'm sure it's going to be hard for the medical examiner to determine cause of death, considering, the condition the body was in. But I'm just going to say, it was because of the heat in the oven. And things are probably like 500 degrees. So, and it goes on to say, we urge the public to be mindful on sharing speculative information on social media, police said last week. Please be aware the impacts that speculation could have on family, colleagues, and loved ones of the woman. So, yeah, I'm not going to speculate on if she was murdered, I'm not going to speculate on any of that stuff. I'm just kind of going over, what happened and, just some questions that I've got in the whole ordeal. According to emergency audio from first responders, the woman was said to have been locked in the oven. So that's another thing, guys. This oven the manufacturer of the oven apparently made it to where you have to lock it from the outside. You can't lock it from the inside. You know what I mean? You have, not only do you have to shut it, but then you have to physically, I guess, lock the door. So I will say, yes, that is a suspicious circumstance. And, you know, in my opinion, this whole situation, in my opinion, is very suspicious. But that's what the investigation's for, you know, to figure out what happened. But, you know, considering that you do have to shut and lock the door from the outside because that's just the way the manufacturer made it as a safety precaution, and I don't blame them. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, can you just imagine? I wouldn't want to be the manufacturer that makes a walk-in oven to where the door is going to shut and lock on you, and the oven could possibly turn on, or someone could walk by it and turn it on to preheat it or whatever. You know what I mean? If I was the manufacturer, now I would do the same thing. You know, you have to physically shut it and then lock it from the outside. The only way. And again, it's got a glass window, and most of them do have a glass window in them too. That way you can see, you know, bread, whatever's in it being cooked, you can see and monitor everything. So if someone was to walk by and go to shut it while someone's in there, if they're just really not paying attention, you know what I mean? If they're just really not paying attention, yeah, then I can see that happening. But, you know, then at that point, you know, you're going to have someone beating on the door. Hey, let me out, let me out, let me out. You know, not let somebody just not around, you know. So, in my opinion, the whole thing is suspicious. The other thing, too, is, you know, Walmart is known for having a vast amount of cameras. If you just look at the outside of Walmart, most Walmarts have two entrances. They've got one for like the grocery side and one for like, you know, just regular stuff. And just on the front of the Walmart building alone, I bet you they have a dozen cameras just on the front facing part of the building. A dozen cameras. Next time you're at Walmart, do it. Next time you're at Walmart, count how many cameras you see just on the front of the building. You know, and inside the store in each department, you know, just the bakery alone probably has 6 cameras in the bakery department. I'm just assuming. Probably have half a dozen cameras. And they probably got 2 pointed where the workers would be working to monitor, you know, the workers, make sure they're, you know, doing everything right, not cutting up, you know, goofing off, you know, stuff like that. That's normally why, in my opinion, the two reasons why a lot of retail stores have cameras. Number one, theft, and number 2, you know, just to make sure that the employees, you know, ain't goofing off, you know, maybe it just shouldn't be doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? That's probably the 2 main reasons why retail places have cameras: theft and probably goofing off. So make sure people are just doing what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, if someone's making $20 an hour, I mean, you don't want them over there being Homer Simpson, sleeping on the job and falling over and hitting the self-destruct button at the nuclear plant. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you on this video. I know it's been out there. It's been on my mind. I just figured I'd look it up, see if anything's come of it. Nothing's really come of it, but in my opinion, yes, it's definitely suspicious. It seems to me like with all the cameras Walmart has, I'm pretty sure at least 2 cameras would be pointed in the direction of where the workers work, and at the oven too. So I mean, I'm just really surprised it's been this long with all the cameras that Walmart has, and there's not been any answers yet to what happened. So again, you know, what happened, the girl's from India. Her and her mother apparently is from India. So, you know, prayers go out to the family, the workers, the community. You know, just a horrible situation. So, and the store apparently is still closed while they're investigating, which don't blame them. I mean, you know, you've got someone that died in a walk-in oven, and investigators still don't have no answers. Hell yeah, I'd keep that store closed until, because you know, being Walmart. I mean, Walmart's now probably gonna be on the hook for this, unless it was a criminal act. You know what I mean? You know, if it's a criminal act, then I do not think Walmart could be held liable for this. But if it was just some freakish, odd accident, yeah, I think Walmart and the oven manufacturer could be, you know, on the hook for something. I don't know. We'll have to see how this all pans out. But you know, right now I'm assuming that, you know, just assuming that if it's got a criminal aspect to it, I don't think Walmart will be, you know, held liable for anything. But again, you know, if it was just some weird freakish accident, then, you know, Walmart's going to be getting involved, and probably the manufacturer of the oven's going to be getting involved in, you know, litigation and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens, guys. So I'll follow this, and anyway, I hope you guys like my coverage of this. I'm going to be finding some more stuff to cover for you, just to throw out some more content and get it in your feed. That way you can see old Don B a little bit more. Oh God, we're going to see Don B 2 or 3 times a day. Good God. Anyway. Yeah, you are. So whether you like it or not, you're probably going to be seeing me 2 or 3 times a day. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy hanging with me. Hope you enjoy my coverage of everything that I cover. And I'll see you on the next video.